Hi, we're Lynn
and Nisha,
and you're watching
BTS MVP. This is the first BTS MVP filming with a live audience. Kieran, please pan. Wow! Thank you. Say hi. Thank you. Wow.
Welcome to the studio, gentlemen.
Thank you. It's lovely to have a live audience today.
It is indeed. Welcome to another episode of BTS MVP, where we choose our favorite moments and our favorite member from each of their biggest hits. Let's find out what today's song is.
Can you guess?
Today's song is We Are Bulletproof Part 2 from Too Cool for School, their very first release. It is a baby song for babies.
Many baby pictures in the album.
So they were so little. Like when you just watch them perform it, they're just so young.
Speaking of watching little BTS, you should watch our BTS unboxing of this album if you've never seen the inside.
We will link to it below, where we go through page by page and show you all the baby pictures of the babies within. So, We Are Bulletproof is your typical hip-hop song of we're cool, you're not, so eat it. We have the same MVP this week.
Yep.
Very exciting. So let's talk about our honorable mentions, of which we have none in common.
Of course not. We hate each other. We're not actually friends.
Who's your first honorable mention?
My first honorable mention is J-Hope.
All right.
Now it's obvious what his part is that bumped him up to honorable mention.
It is obvious.
It's the click, click, bang, bang. It's in every chorus.
Bang, bang.
And he always says it, and he's just to the right of the center, but the camera still zooms in on him in most performances.
Yes, I agree. It's one of the most distinctive parts of the song, and J-Hope gets it every time. And most of the time, he's not wearing a tea towel on his head. So that's a good thing.
Flattering.
That's right. So I agree with you. Anything else that he does in this song?
Yeah, I really like the first bit of his rap.
Oh.
He starts it off with, "Look at my profile."
That's true.
Maybe you should just clip that instead.
I
That was
will.
embarrassing.
That's all right.
And I just really think it's cool. I think it's cool because of the double meaning. Like, you know, his side profile, which is so pretty.
Unmatched.
How could he have such a pretty side profile?
I agree. It's like his face is sculpted and attractive from all angles, but the profile
it's so good.
J-Hope.
And then he could also be talking about his artist profile.
That's right.
Like his past rapping or dance, because he was
his
a dancer.
resume almost.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I thought that was a very cool line, and I thought it was a good way to introduce himself in the song.
I agree. He's getting better here. But I did feel like in this song, it was clear that he was a beginning rapper. Like, I love the fact that he wrote his own rap in the song, which is awesome. Obviously, big hit, had a lot of faith in him, even though he wasn't as experienced as RM and Suga. But you can tell, I think, that he's just not quite at the level that he is very quickly. Like by the time we get around to School Love Affair, he's rocking it with the raps.
Yes.
Right? But this one in particular, I thought could be better.
Well, speaking of RM and Suga, that brings me to my last point.
All right.
J-Hope has one line in his rap where there's somebody else rapping along with him.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure it's Suga, but it's very hard to tell. It goes, "You're still an amateur, I'm in the majors, I hope you'll rock like that." Which is a bold line, first of all, and then also somebody else rapping with him. And it's rapping harmonizing? How do we feel?
Okay, A, that is pretty cool. And B, just like the sense of this line, it does have a Suga-esque quality.
It does have a Suga-esque quality.
Yeah. Plus, there are many other examples in their music of him and
J-Hope having a little
sharing
connection.
a moment,
Yes.
or overlapping their lines. So, I would guess
BTS
Suga
MVP
as well.
favorite over here.
So when they do that, I know, I love that.
All right, who is your honorable mention?
Well, speaking of Suga, Suga is my honorable mention in this song, and he's actually the only one I'm going to choose for today because I feel like this song is all about our MVP and Suga.
Okay, tell me about Sugakins.
Oh, that is so cute. To me, We Are Bulletproof Part 2 is sort of like an old school hardcore hip hop song.
Yeah, hip hop.
And it is about the rapping. And so it is showcasing the rappers in this song. And because this song is really about the rapping, Suga is obviously like a highlight of the song, and his rap in this song to me is very polished. It's very slick. He obviously, right from debut, knew what he was doing. He had tons of experience.
Yes.
He had the confidence to like sell it, which surprises me. It continues to surprise me.
How confident BTS are?
At debut. Yeah.
Well, I feel like it's gotta be fake.
Yeah, like they're acting.
Yeah.
But
Like, I think they were peak idol persona, maybe a couple years in, but I think they started at debut. And I think now they're sort of like taking off the mask.
yeah, I agree. To me, they seem very natural now. Like they seem like themselves. And debut era, I have read that they were sort of assigned personas
yeah.
and expected to sort of act their persona.
I think that's a normal thing in K-pop.
I think so too. But at the same time, it surprises me that they were good at it. I don't know why. Anyway,
You know, Jin went to university for acting.
that's true. I guess we should expect that from Jin. So, and I also think the stuff that he says in the rap is really cool. Like, I really like the fact that he's talking about how they worked hard to reach this point, which is a common theme throughout all of BTS's discography, I would say, but especially in the early years. And another thing that Suga says in his rap is that other agencies tend to put trainees on the rap role if they can't sing. And it's sort of like a fallback position. And he says in his rap here that rapping is a skill and it's not just something that you do for filler.
All skills can be learned, and I thoroughly believe this. You don't need rapping talent to become a good rapper.
Okay,
I believe if you put in 10 years of effort, you could become a very good rapper.
Okay, I believe that.
But if
actually.
you just said, I'm gonna rap now,
Yes.
you're not gonna be good. But if you just said, I'm gonna dance now, or I'm gonna become
Like a trombone player.
Yeah. You're never gonna be good. You have to put in, it's about drive.
It's about
It's about power. We stay hungry. We devour.
It's about drive, it's about power. We stay hungry, we devour. Put in the work, put in the hours, and take what's ours.
You have one more
I
honorable
have
mention.
one more honorable mention.
Who you got? Shock me.
Jin. No, I'm kidding. It's Jimin.
Of course it's Jimin.
It's Jimin.
Of course.
My vocal king baby boy.
What's so great about Jimin in this song? All right.
Jimin literally has like 2 lines in this whole song.
Yeah.
But they get repeated often. It's about the repetition.
Yeah.
And the 2 lines, they're so good.
Okay, they are really good.
Line number 1.
Yes.
Oh, throw a stone at me if you've done all that I did.
Huh.
Number 2, we go hard. We have no fear.
Okay, well, I just want to say one thing about Jimin.
Go ahead, talk about Jimin.
Like, I do feel like of the vocal line, he actually was the best in this song. I feel like there was some undercooked vocals in this song a little bit from the
I
vocal
feel like
line.
the whole song was undercooked. You're giving too much credit to Suga and RM. They
Okay.
were still
Babies.
babies. They were still young.
My point is that their sound wasn't quite.
Developed.
Yeah, it
they
wasn't
didn't find
quite
it.
locked in.
They
Yeah.
gotta search for the sound, and searching for the sound is not a problem.
Yeah.
You know, you don't expect everybody debuting in the band to have found their sound.
No, me
It
neither.
takes most bands 2 or 3 years.
Yes, and for them, I think it took less. Because for me, School Love Affair is the album where I feel like...
What year was that? 2015?
2014.
Sus. I feel like You Never Walk Alone was when they really found their... No, Wings. No, You Never Walk Alone.
Wings, that late?
Yeah.
But the most beautiful moment in life? You don't think I Need You and Run and Dope?
I think I Need You, Run, and Dope, this is going to be very controversial, are very good pop songs.
Okay.
Are they BTS songs? People describe BTS as being their own genre. I feel like that's only really happened in the past 4 or so years.
Like you think Love Yourself era?
Yes.
Love Yourself era for sure, like,
I think
jumped them ahead.
once
And
they hit
Blood,
their
Sweat, and
solo
Tears
songs,
was like
yeah.
a reset.
Yes.
Like they like reinvented
Yes.
themselves
Yes,
with
yes,
that
yes.
album. But I still, like, you know, I have so much love for the BU. And so
I
much
also
love for the
love the BU. I love the storytelling. I
Yeah.
love the songs. But I wouldn't call it genre redefining.
Really?
Yes.
Baby, I can't wait to know. What do you think about things? Believe me, I will always be there so you can tell me anything and I'll listen.
Okay. The MVP is RM. I'm just gonna put it right out there because, I mean, he is everything in this song.
The MVP is Rap Monster.
That's correct, sir. He like carries this song, he defines this song, he is this song. Yeah,
The song is him.
that is correct.
I love his opening lines. I mean, he starts off the song from literally just instrumental, going, what?
It is enough. What?
1인 내놔 긴장했다 끝판대자 We are bulletproof We are bulletproof Bulletproof
And that's surprisingly powerful.
Yeah, I
you
agree.
wouldn't think some random 19-year-old going, huh, on
Yeah.
a Wednesday afternoon would hit this hard, but it did.
I agree with you completely. Like, to look at him, he looks like some skinny little kid
I know.
from the hillside. And you're like, what
this,
the hell?
Who's this boy?
But he is really able to like
He's a rap monster.
dominate a stage, yeah, and dominate a song, and his voice.
It was
is, like,
surprising the amount of
powerful.
charisma it let off.
Agreed. That's the word. Charisma, confidence, strength. I'm impressed.
And I also like his one line. Rap monster, like my name. I can eat up any beat like a monster.
Cool.
Rap monster 말처럼 꿈을 같이 무슨 비트는 간에나 싹 집어 삼켜 진실한 이름값 얘들아 이리 와 하나 아이돌의 반전
I like that at one point in time he really connected with the name Rap Monster.
Same
and I know
here.
he doesn't go by that
Yeah.
anymore because he feels like he was using monster in a way to say bad things about himself. But I think it can also be interpreted as a really good rapper, like what he says in this line.
But to me, like maybe this is an English language thing, but a something monster to me is like an enthusiast.
Yes, it's like a person who's really good at this or he's
Yeah.
crushing it. You're a monster at this game,
Yeah, like-
you're a beast. But I think he, a non-native English speaker, was using it in sort of like a mean kind of way, right? Like, I'm a monster and I'm gonna rap about it. Because a lot of his early work was, you know, preteen, pain and suffering, misery.
Wow, this does make me feel very
Yeah.
sad.
So I think that's why he doesn't use his name anymore. That's my personal
See.
theory.
I always
So,
wondered about that
yeah.
because I didn't think it was so bad.
I
Like,
really
thought
liked
it was really okay.
this part of the song where he's using it in that traditional English context where it just means he's really good at rapping. He's a beast. He can eat up the beat.
That is good. I'm glad too. And so it's nice that we have this at least one example where he like felt in tune with his
And while I do long for the name Rap Monster because I feel like it could be redeemed, I also like it when he says RM stands for real me. Because he stopped being a monster and now he's just Kim Namjoon.
Aw, that is nice.
So yeah, personal theories on RM's name.
That's cool. His rap also has another really cool pun in it where he says, you say it's impossible, but I'm gonna change the punctuation, make that I'm possible.
So
And
cool.
That kind of thing is amazing to me, given how young he is.
Traditional RM lines.
Yes,
His
like-
wordplay from starting off rapping
agree.
was insane.
Right from the very beginning, and he's showcasing that kind of lyric capability. Very impressive. They really found a talent, and Bang was a very smart man to like build a band around RM.
무신분이 형들은 불가능하다 했지 boy 똑똑히 봐 열을 파서버려 마치 표치고 안 파서보자 이제 내리 boy.
Anything else?
Well, he does have the awesome closing part.
Yes.
So Bulletproof, which we're going to talk about in a minute, has a very extended dance break in it, which is legendary.
Legendary.
And after the legendary dance break, there's really only RM's voice echoing the word bulletproof, bulletproof. And he's just really cool.
I like it when they just repeat one word over in a song. It has a sort of hypnotizing effect.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. And I don't know, RM's voice sells it. He's like, he's a rap monster. All right, fun facts about We Are Bulletproof. I have a surprising number of fun facts about this song.
Fun. She gonna lecture you. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
No, I am really. First of all, let's talk about the dance break.
Let's talk about the dance break.
Jeepers.
It concerns you every single time, whereas me, a young person, is just like, wow, that's cool. I bet I could do that.
Okay,
I feel like I could.
it has an extremely showy dance break, which is very eye-catching, where Hobie drops to the ground like he has no bones in his body.
This is my toxic trait.
But
I feel like I could drop to the ground like I have no bones in my body. My toxic trait is fully believing I could do the J-Hope dance break.
Oh no, Jimin's coming at me.
Hobie like drops to the ground like he has no bones,
Yep.
and then Jimin does an aerial cartwheel over him.
Okay, you'll do the cartwheel. I'll do the phone.
You will be dead, ma'am.
Jimin and J-Hope are amazing.
They are amazing, and then Jungkook has his own little thing with the hats.
Yes.
Which is quite legendary.
Hat passing. Jimin pretends to throw his at
know.
Jungkook. Jungkook catches it, has his own hat on his head, throws away one of the hats, and does hat dance.
It's actually quite cool. I still really, really like it.
Is your toxic trait believing you can do Jungkook's hat dance?
No, I can't do any of those things.
Which one will you do? You have to contribute.
Then I guess I'll take the hats, but
All right.
it's not gonna work
Kieran
out.
will be Jimin. I will be J-Hope. You will be Jungkook.
Okay, great.
Please practice. We can't have anybody lollygagging. I can already do mine. So it's you're the holding back factor here.
All right.
Can I be J-Hope?
Sure.
Actually,
But I can't do an aerial, girl. That's on you.
all right, so, and then on top of like the amazingness of the dance break, the whole dance is actually really good. Like, I don't know if you've seen the dance practice video, but in the dance practice video, they are moving as like one unit. So, and then on top of their dance practice video having the amazing synchro and the amazing dance break, it also has the absolutely legendary
Legendary.
OT7 ab reveal.
Which is not talked about enough. Like, I had to stand BTS for at least 6 or 7 months
Same.
before this came on my timeline.
Same.
And even then, I only saw it maybe twice.
And I'd be like,
Where is this? Is this BTS? Is this Photoshop?
where did this come from? going back to the iconic choreo, they have recreated it a few times and fairly recently. Although now that I think about it, when I say they've recreated it, they've done like the J-Hope collapse with the flip over and the hat part. I do not think they did an OT7 ab reveal as part of any of these performances.
They hardly ever, like past 2013.
Yeah.
I don't think they've done the OT7.
No, I don't think so either.
But they did do it on a couple of shows.
When
right?
they were like
originally
touring it
did.
around in the summer of 2013.
Going to see a show because your faves are performing and this new group, Bangtan Sonyeon Dan is there. Boom! Abs everywhere! Scandalized.
이름은 정국, 스킬은 전국. 학교 대신 연습실에서 밤새 춤을 추고 노래 불러내. 너희 가놓을 때, 나 꿈을 집도 하면 잠을 잡아가며.
But yeah, so they also performed this song at Fifth Muster and at the 2019
O&E.
Mama Awards. At O&E, they didn't do the full choreo.
No, but they
had
performed it.
replacement choreo. None of those times will you see their abs. No. But you will see J-Hope continuing to prove he has no bones.
No bones, no knees,
Blows my
kneecaps
mind.
broke.
Blows my mind. Plus, Jimin still has it, flipping over him. Every single time I have a very small heart attack.
That's true.
Yeah.
They performed this song pretty early on, 2015.
American
2014?
Hustle Life is from the summer of 2014.
2014 in LA.
Yeah.
Their first America performance.
That's correct.
It was a free concert. They literally asked people on the streets to come.
You know what
was
I
the
recently
Show
found
and Prove
out
concert.
while researching for this thing? The venue held 400 people.
Oh wow, that's
And
a pretty big venue.
they canvassed the streets.
Yes.
Like they show them
They were
handing
like,
out
please
flyers,
come to our concert. It's free.
That's right. But they only held 200 spots for people that they recruited off the streets. The other 200 spots went to Army. And there were enough in Los Angeles,
Wow.
enough fanatical Army, that people were lining up there more than a day in advance.
That's crazy. That's
For-
absolutely insane.
because you couldn't buy a ticket because it
No.
was free.
Yeah.
So only the first 200 people got in. And so people were camped out there. So they make it seem in American Hustle Life like
That
they're-
nobody wanted to come?
Like
No,
they're
people wanted to
hat
come.
in hand in the street and begging people to come, and it's so sad. But on the flip side, like people were freaking out. And so 200 armies got in, and then they left the rest of the space for people who were not armies who might happen to show
what if
up.
I, as an army, pretended like I was like, oh, a BTS? What is this? A free concert? You
Yeah.
say, my oh my.
I don't know how they divided it or how they knew that people were coming because of the flyer thing, or whether
Maybe they had to give in their flyer.
Yes, I assume they had to give in their flyer.
Yes.
Yes, to show that they were one of the flyer people, but I don't know. Anyway, my point is, when you watch the Show and Prove concert, which is what it was called, the crowd is very small because
Yes.
I think in the end it was only about 250 people. It was not full, but they are.
should have let in the rest of our army.
They should have, yeah. But they are fanatical. Like they know all the words to all the songs, and they are screaming
That's
and they
so
are
cute.
chanting. Yeah, and it's barely
It's
a
definitely
year.
encouraging, right?
Yeah, it's barely been a year since their debut, and I am impressed. Like I hope that they were also like really moved.
We are bulletproof. We are bulletproof. Yes, sir. Lord, get my profile.
Why is this song called "We Are Bulletproof" Part 2? That is an interesting fun fact.
Excellent fun fact.
I've seen people ask that question a lot online.
Yes.
It's because there is a song called We Are Bulletproof Part 1, but it was recorded pre-debut and in fact before any of the members that we currently know as BTS joined the band except for Kim Namjoon. So Namjoon used to be in BTS with several other different trainees who kind of came and went. And there was a fairly solid lineup just before Suga joined, of Namjoon with Supreme Boy, who is now one of their producers, and Iron, who was a rapper at that time who ended up leaving and sadly has passed away since then. But the three of them together wrote and recorded We Are Bulletproof Part 1, and you can find recordings of it online because they did release it through their independent platform at the time. And yeah, that
They're
was
underground rapping.
That's right. So when the new lineup, which we know of today, wanted to write a song called We Are Bulletproof, they called it Part 2 because the song is fundamentally different. Now, the current lineup also re-recorded We Are Bulletproof Part 1 for one of the festas. I think it's second festa or maybe third festa. And you can hear that online as well. But it is not identical to the original version.
They needed some more vocal bits.
There were no vocal bits in the original version. And so they added some vocal layering, and I think that they changed some of the lyrics to match their own messaging a little bit better. So technically speaking, there's two different versions of We Are Bulletproof Part 1 out there, and we will link to them both below so you can check them out and see what you think.
Our final fun fact is you may have seen, if you are a Suga stan, the gif of Suga looking very light brown, fluffied haired on the filming of the set, looking quite young.
It's true.
That is from the filming of We Are Bulletproof Part 2. His hat accidentally falls off, his toque, his beanie, as Americans would say.
And underneath his hair is like totally unstyled.
So cute, fluffy,
And
in the
like,
soup vibes.
Yes, it's true. Very much. Like, I don't think we saw him with hair so unstyled and fluffy until In the Suit came around. And so, yeah, you almost can't recognize him because he's so young with his fluffy hair. It's
an adorable clip.
Yeah, it's really cute. Alright, I gotta say, it feels like forever ago that we chose an MVP for this song.
MVP is RM for both of us.
That's correct. And I'm throwing my honorable mention this week to Suga.
I'm doing Jimin and J-Hope.
That's right. We are almost at 25 subscribers. And when we hit 25 subscribers, we have vowed to do the Super Tuna choreo.
Chum-chi!
So if you'd like to see us do
one
that,
subscriber away!
please hit the subscribe button. Or don't, whatever.
Unsubscribe right now.
As usual, I will link to all the clips used in this video in our description below, as well as some other fun things to watch about We Are Bulletproof Part 2.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, become one of our cheerleaders, and turn on the notifications.
Thanks for watching. This has been
BTS MVP.